There's a big one. We're recording? Yep. Oh man. Oh, this thing is huge. Oh God. This is a no joke fish. Look, fish everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to start with this just gulp minnow on a jig head. I think that's like a 3/16 ounce or something. It's a decent sized jig head, but basically just going to cast this around and see if any of these thousands of fish that are swimming around over here are of the fun species. There are some very, very large fun fish in here. So many fish. And if you're hearing all those splashes, it's because there's also a billion carp in this lake. But I'll deal with them distracting me. As long as I can catch a couple of the giant fun fish, I'm okay. Alright, welcome back everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. If you are new, consider subscribing. Here on DWS Outdoors, I try to get some cool shots like this in the morning. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm surrounded by fog this morning. Like, you can't even see the lake behind me. There's a giant lake back there, I swear. This lake is full of very fun fish to catch. And there's a river mouth right here, and it's been raining, so I'm going to see if there's some giant versions of the fun fish in here. You'll see pretty soon here. Hopefully I catch a bunch of them today. Yep, they're here. We just got a vertical jig 'em. There's one. There's about 5 billion of these guys in there, but there are some very large ones too. There's one. That's a much bigger one. I knew they were around here. I wonder if you guys can guess. So this fish was a foot or two under the surface. I wonder if you guys can guess what it is. Yeah, they're so strong. Oh, I forgot to get the net out. I'm an idiot. Ah. That'll wake you up in the morning. I knew I could find one of these guys right away. Just a gulp minnow and a jig head. God, they're so strong. Yeah, that's not a small fish. I'm gonna have to get the net out. like he's the first big one. Otherwise, I might keep him. Very tempting to keep this guy. Do you know about casting for catfish? There's about 5,000 this size in here, so I'm not too worried about keeping one first thing this morning. But this is a perfect eater, so if I get a couple more of these, I will definitely end up keeping some of these guys. Fun fish number 1. So yeah, just a simple little 2-inch gulp, a little jig head. I'll try to figure out what weight jig head that is, and then obviously I'll link the gulp and that jig head below for you guys. This is such an easy combination to use. You just go out, cast it around. But this lake's got a special thing. These catfish tend to hang out like 2 feet underneath the surface all year apparently. So I'm gonna see if I can get a bunch of them today. There's other big ones too. There's 2 other species. Yeah, 2 or 3 other big fish species that I want to get into. Okay, so these yellow bass are kind of going crazy right now. So I'm gonna see if I can do the no bait thing and catch a couple of the bigger ones. That's always fun. Yep. See, these little guys are so crazy suicidal. You don't need bait for them. You just need the right jig. And I found out this Custom Jigs and Spins lightning spoon last winter is lights out. Like it's pretty pretty simple. I think that's a 1/16 or 3/16 ounce or something like that. But yeah, if you get a school of those guys below you and you know they're down there, just gotta jig one of these guys aggressively a few times and then bounce it in place. And just wait. As soon as you start feeling them nibble, you really gotta get on top of the hook set, because obviously there's no bait for them to like continuously bite. But yeah, these guys are spastically fun little animals. Okay, enough messing with those guys for a little bit. They're everywhere, they feed all day. I'm gonna try and find some more big fish. Oh, there's one of those big yellow bass. I'll take those all day long. In fact, I think I'm gonna keep him. I think I found another big fun one. Oh, these guys are so cool. Oh, this one's bigger, I think. I was so happy I found this lake. Oh. Got up at 3 a.m. today to come here. Oh, and I was trying to ask myself why I got up so early. It's because of fish like this. Oh, that's like a perfect size eater. I don't want to start keeping these guys right now. Thanks for the shower, bud. This guy ate my he ate my gulp. Yeah, that would be a perfect eater. I just don't want to do it yet. There's a big one. We're recording? Yep. Oh man. Oh, this thing is huge. Oh, God. This is a no joke fish. This is a 10-pound test on this rod. Thing is I think this is a medium light rod. Medium light, extra fast. This will be fun. This is gonna be like a, I bet you this would be like an 8-pound catfish at least. Maybe more. Just let him wear himself out. Just gonna set my arm on my side here. Let him get tired. This guy thumped the crap out of it. It was so funny. Oh, this is so fun. Like I was saying, big fun fish. Might have to switch it up after I catch a couple of these guys, because I don't know how much I can put into. They make me sore. Those of you guys that are new here, I tore my bicep not this spring but last spring, and I've discovered that when you hook into really big fish for long periods of time, it wears on it pretty good. And this is not a little fish. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. That was definitely like probably an 8 to 10. I'd give it 10. Did he straighten my hook out? Is that what happened? Oh, the hook's still good. Just pulled out. There's a lesson for everybody. That was just me being stupid trying to horse them in, but loosen your drag. Okay, let's try to find another monster. Except this time let's play him out a little bit better. Oh, another one. These things are everywhere in here. Okay, I'm gonna try to take my own advice. Oh my god, he pulled off. I need a meteor hook. Oh, I don't know how many heartbreaks I can take today. Okay, let's try this again. The hook, my hook point seems okay. I just think it's too small of a jig head to have like a good amount of reach. So if I lose another one, I'm gonna retie and put a different, bigger jig on. There's literally a school of catfish about where I casted, with like 3 or 4 of them that look like giants. There's one. And I had the drag set really tight for that hook set. That's so, I don't care who you are. That's fun. Of course, though, one other boat on the lake is going to come over by me now. This guy feels pretty big. I come out here with my catfish rods and toss a jig around, and I can manhandle these guys in. Oh. I'm gonna end up with a bruise in my side from my rod. This is a pretty big one. That is a thick fish. Very tempting to keep those, but I'll let you go today. See, now that guy, I don't know if you can see that, he bent my hook out. Normally I would retie, but I'm gonna see if I can get one more on this one before I have to. What are you? You just a little catfish? Oh, holy crap. Nope. Giant white bass. And he will be going home for food too. Holy shit. Now that's a giant yellow bass. Holy crap. I thought that was a white bass. Yeah, that's what I'm after. Yeah, they're getting bigger. What are you? Another giant yellow bass. Okay, so I just set the hook in what I believe is another catfish. I was fishing with fishing with minnows here. Just I'm looking for some more white bass to eat. I only have the one still. I have like 15 or 20 yellow bass I can eat, but yeah, I'm gonna guess this is a good kitty. The wind's picking up. Hopefully you can hear me. It's funny how these guys will thump minnows. Oh, that is not. That it's not a catfish. Well, that's not a catfish. I'm gonna get this guy back right away, because this kind of body of water with as much yellow bass as it has, you need all the teeth in it you can get. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a surprise. I knew they were in here. I think there's actually muskie in here too. But I've been fishing out here for a while now this year, and that's the first northern pike I ever got, so he's going right back. I probably could have kept him. He was like a 30, 32. But yeah, bodies of water with yellow bass and white bass in them, northern pike and muskie, as many as possible. I don't want to wreck the ecosystem, so I'm leaving those guys in here, and hopefully they manage some of those yellow bass and they get a little bit bigger. Okay, so it's been a little while. I think I'm going to end it on that northern pike, because it's been too long. I haven't seen very many white bass this time around, and that's kind of what I wanted, was a couple of white bass to eat. I got a dozen of those yellow bass. I'm trying to figure out ways of cooking them. If you guys pay attention to my Instagram at DWSDave31, I've been trying to smoke a couple of fish, so catfish, white bass, and yellow bass. So I've smoked a couple of those. If you guys have any good smoking recipes or anything like smoked fish recipes, let me know. I'm gonna try a bunch of stuff this year and try to put these yellow bass that are freaking overpopulated in every body of water that I find them in to use. So help out below, comment, like. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little video. See you guys next time.